Hello, everyone, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope we have a really good New Year. This is Professor Kagan with a new episode of Professor Kagan's Lab, and we're going to go over a little more Ghostbusters gear. As you can already see right here, there has been a very large addition to my RGB pack. I have added the Plasm distribution system from Ghostbusters the video game to the pack. And it was really interesting how this came together. I still gotta fix a little bit of the paint work down here, but I did model this little end cap section, and what I did here was, this is a water bottle, a little metal water bottle I bought for $1 at Goodwill, and sanded it, roughed it up, painted it, and then I printed these clamps, and there is, it may be hard to see, a bar right here that's been mounted to the side of the pack, and the clamps are printed right into that. Then I cut off the top of this cap here, painted it in a brass color, and glued it to this fitting with a little heat sink there. And then I bought some PVC fitting and tube from my local Lowe's. The interesting thing about this piece is it mimics one that I found on Cults. It's not that actual model. I went and took some screenshots of the model, and then I just went and designed it by eye. So I made my own version of it, and I'll give that out to anybody who wants it. As far as the RGB pack goes, that's pretty much the only update for it. I always loved the plasma distribution system and the slime blower from Ghostbusters, the video game. So it's really cool to have it added on to one pack, and I'm probably going to try to build a smaller version for the Spirit pack eventually. Next, we're going to move over to my workbench, where I show you what I've been doing with the Neutrona wands. So I'll see you over there. Alrighty, let's see here. So this is my latest model of my Neutrona wand, and there is quite a bit different with this one. I'm very excited to show it off. It's probably the best one I've made yet. And one of the biggest changes you can maybe be able to tell is that the handles are now fully modular and you don't have to glue them in. This bit here is now fully part of the gun box, and it is completely removable. And it's the same with the front bit here. And on the bottom, we can remove the gun track, which is screwed in. There's only one screw in it at the moment. That's odd. That shouldn't be that way. And then there's our 4 screws that hold it in. And on the inside, there's something really special that will help with the electronics whenever you're working on your own. And I will show that to you in just a moment. Right, so there was another screw in there. I'm just blind. It's hard to see through the phone's camera, but we can take the gun box track and place it over here. We will want to take the gun box proper and sit it down like this. Now we can take off the modular side plate, and you can already kind of see it in there. I've already got wires plugged in, but there is now a mounting area for Arduino. So if it's an Arduino Uno, or any sort of different programmable microcontroller that fits the footprint of an Uno, you can put standoffs in there to properly secure it, which I plan to do when it's been worked on more. So if you look in here, you can see I've already got my switches kind of wired up, and I've got a whole wire harness that I've twisted together. I really like how this has come out. It's very different from anything else I've done, and I hope that the next iteration, which I'm about to show you, is even better. And I've also done a few new things that you haven't seen yet, and I'm looking forward to you seeing that. So, next I'm going to meet you over in Autodesk Fusion. Alright, so here we are in Autodesk Fusion, and this is the latest and hopefully greatest Neutrona one that I've built for me and you. So right off the bat, you can see that there's already a lot going on here. I've got a custom slime blower that I designed that mounts onto the gun box like previous. The fittings in here on the blaster itself and the slime gun box use the same fitting that you can buy at Lowe's that I used on the Plasm distribution system. When I upload the files, I'll give you the exact sizing you'll need, as well as various other screw sizes and how many screws you'll need, you know, the whole bill of materials. Over here, you will see that there is sort of a custom mounting system. This does also use a variety of different screws and screw sizes. And this lovely thing right here, this is the snub nose nozzle from Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. I went and did this whole model myself. What I did was I took the model from the game, I loaded it up in Fusion, and then I used that as reference to sculpt out this one. The proportions are not 100% right, but I like to think of it as kind of like my own take on it, and the reason why I've not tried to do a 100% accurate deal is for legal distinction's sake. It's in 3 pieces. You've got this middle bit here, and then this bottom bit here, which screws into the Neutrona wand, and there's a bunch of empty spaces between these 2 sections that are 1.75 millimeters, and it allows you to use filament as kind of braces that make sure the thing doesn't break off when you glue it. And I specifically recommend printing the snub nose nozzle in resin, and that is because of these little bits right here, and they're kind of difficult to see, but these little electrical socket looking thingies that are part of the model, I do recommend you print at least the top part of the nozzle in resin due to those. I tried printing them on my FDM printer. Maybe if you have a smaller nozzle or a printer that can do better quality prints, I've just got a little Inter 3 V3 SE. If you've got like a bamboo or something, maybe you can do a little better. Over here is some of the various accessories that you can use. This is a stock front barrel, a base nozzle, so you can design your own nozzles. Some of the stuff's already available in Thingiverse, some of it isn't. I need to go and update various files and things, and I will do that shortly after this video goes live. This is the clear base nozzle. It needs a rework. I want to put a little more on it, make it look a little more accurate. This is your base side plate. This is your Frozen Empire side plate with the extra little thickness that is colored yellow in the movie. You can either have bamboo do that for you with an AMS, or you can paint it. This is an actual STL, well, not STL, it's a CAD file given off of Clippard's website. This is a real Clippard valve file that they have. I'm probably not going to include that. I'll have to go and recreate it, or you can use one of the many Clippard valves that are available online. There's so many. I've even used ones from a variety of different folk. And then over here you can kind of see how everything goes together. I wanted a very heavy duty looking mounting bracket for the slime blower, and I think I accomplished that with this. It kind of gets held in with these top bits, and then with the fittings here in PVC tubing, it is my hope that it will be a lot more solid, I should say. I still need to refine the handle here, clean it up, make it look pretty, and I gotta build the thing and test it out. That's one of the things about making this, is that I'll put the files up, but I want to build it myself before I say go make it. I want to make sure everything comes out looking good. And that's part of the problem with the way I do this, because you can try to plan as much as you can within software, but you're never going to know how it all fits together until you actually go and build the thing. So it's not an exact science putting this stuff together. At least it's not as exact as I'd like it to be. And I still want to put some greebles on the slime blower, make it look a little more busy, like that there's more going on there than just a weird looking box. I did not model a gauge. This is a placeholder object, kind of like this see-through object right here. You will need a real gauge from the hardware store, a pressure gauge, an electrical gauge, whatever you think is the coolest. I will also have dimensions for you. I've kind of gone off what other slime blower designers have chosen in that department. So that's the update so far, and I think I'm really proud of the snub nose nozzle. It looks so good. It took me quite a while to do up and do it in a way that looks decent. You'll notice these two bits here sticking out. That's for you to put like a really thick wire through. There is a wire on the snub nose nozzle that it comes out here, goes through here, and then goes up into the leggery, the brass leggery, like it would up at the front of this nozzle as sort of an ignition source. So I do hope that this is something you guys are interested in. I've put a lot of work, a lot of time. You can't see, but up here at the top of my toolbar, I'm on version 32 of this thing. Like, it's gone through a lot of iterations. I've done a lot of different things to try and make this the most modular and diverse bit of kit in Ghostbusters cosplay. I really want you to be able to make this your own, make things for it, share your creations, and of course there are things that I want to do with it as well. I'm currently thinking about doing a custom real Ghostbusters Neutrona wand, not just the whole front, like forget a nozzle, but a whole front. It would look just like the one in the show. You could even possibly maybe do extreme Ghostbusters handles, that sort of thing. So I really want you to be able to mix, match, and create your own different bits. And I think that's it for today's update. I hope you all, once again, had a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year is coming up, I hope. And I'll see you all in the next video. Y'all take care. Goodbye.